If you're thinking about buying your first home but have no idea where to start, this video is going to walk you through the entire process from beginning to end. So stick with me, because the part that most people skip over is the one that catches most buyers completely off guard. What's up, guys? My name is Elijah Binway. I'm a realtor here in Gainesville, Florida, and I work primarily with first-time homebuyers. The reason I'm making this video is because most people, when thinking about buying their first home, either get completely overwhelmed with all the information or have no idea where to find it. So we're going to fix that. Step 1. Check your financial health. Before you do anything, you need to know where you stand financially. And that starts with 3 things: your credit score, your debt to income ratio, and your savings. Your credit score is going to play a huge role in what loans are actually available to you and what interest rates you qualify for. Generally speaking, you want to be sitting at a 620 or higher to qualify for most conventional loans. However, there are programs that allow you to qualify for much lower credit scores. Your debt to income ratio, or your DTI, is how much of your monthly income is going toward debt payments. Most lenders are going to want to see that number below 43%. And then there's your savings. You need to think about the down payment, but also you got to think about closing costs, which can run anywhere from 2 to 5% of the home's value, on top of your down payment. A lot of first-time homebuyers get really surprised by this, so it's good to know up front. The good news is that there are programs specifically designed for first-time homebuyers that can significantly reduce how much you pay out of pocket. But we'll get to that in just a second. Step 2, getting pre-approved. Once you have a handle on your finances, the next step is getting pre-approved for a mortgage. It's important to note that pre-approval and pre-qualification are not the same thing. Pre-qualification is basically just an estimate, while pre-approval is the real deal. A lender will actually pull your credit, verify your income, and give you a real number that you can work with. When you find a home you love and you want to make an offer on it, most sellers are going to want to see that pre-approval letter. And without it, you're not going to be taken seriously in most markets. Talk to at least 2 to 3 lenders before you make a commitment. Compare rates and fees, and ask about first-time homebuyer programs like FHA, VA if you're a veteran, and down payment assistance programs. The money is out there. All you have to do is ask. Step 3, find the right agent. Now that you're pre-approved, it's time to find your agent. A good buyer's agent should cost you nothing. The seller pays the commission. There should be zero reason for you to be navigating through this alone. What you want in an agent is someone who communicates well, knows the local market, and listens to what you want. Someone who will advocate for you, not just open doors. Step 4, start your search. Great, you're pre-approved, you have your agent. Now you get to start looking at homes. But before you start touring, you've got to separate your wants from your needs. Needs are the non-negotiables. I need to have a 3-2. I need to be in Gainesville. I need to have a home that's under $300,000. Wants are the nice to haves. Oh, I've always wanted a big backyard, or it'd be nice to have an updated kitchen, or I guess it'd be cool to have a 2-car garage. The point is, you're not going to get everything on your list. And that's okay. Knowing the difference up front keeps you from missing a really great home just because it didn't check every single box. Also, don't rely solely on Zillow or Realtor.com. While those sites are useful, they don't have accurate information. And your realtor has access to the MLS, which is where all real-time, accurate listing information lives. Step 5, make an offer. You found one. Now it's time to make an offer. Don't worry, your realtor is going to walk you through all of this. But here's what it goes into. You have your offer price, your earnest money deposit, which is a good faith deposit showing the seller that you're serious, and your contingencies. Contingencies are conditions that have to be met in order for you to move forward. The most common ones are the inspection contingency and the financing contingency. Do not waive these lightly. They're there to protect you. Your agent is going to pull comparative sales in the area to help you come in at the right price. Trust the process. Step 6. You are under contract. Great, so your offer got accepted. Here's what actually happens next, because this phase has way more moving parts than most people realize. The first 3 days after going under contract, you'll put your earnest money deposit into escrow. Escrow is held by a third party, usually a title company, and sits there until closing, which then goes towards your down payment. It's not going anywhere. It's just protected while the rest of the process plays out. Right away, you want to get your home inspection scheduled. You have a window of about 15 days, depending on what your contract says. Don't drag your feet on this. A licensed inspector is going to go through the entire property. Roof, foundation, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, all of it, and then give you a written report. Read that report carefully. If there are any issues that you want the seller to address, your agent will help you submit a repair request. The seller can agree to fix things, give you a credit, or push back. This is a negotiation, and your agent is there to fight for you. Appraisal and survey. Your lender is going to require you get an appraisal to ensure that the home is worth what you agreed to pay for it. An appraiser comes out, evaluates the property, and compares it to similar homes that sold in the area. If the appraisal comes in at value, you're good to move forward. If not, you and the seller will have to rediscuss. A survey may also be ordered, depending on the loan type and property. This confirms the exact boundaries of the land, where the property begins and ends. It's not the most exciting part of the process, but it matters, especially with condos or properties where the boundary lines are not that obvious. Now, before you can close, you're going to have a homeowner's insurance policy in place. Your lender requires this, so start shopping early. Don't wait to the week of closing. Get a few quotes, understand what's covered, and make sure your policy is bound and ready to go before closing. In Florida especially, insurance can take time, so get ahead of it. While all of this is happening, your lender is working on the back end to get your loan fully approved. They're going to ask you for documents throughout this process. Pay stubs, bank statements, tax returns, possibly even more. Respond to every request quickly. A slow response from you could push your closing date back, and nobody wants that. This phase ends when the lender issues what's called a clear to close. That means that everything has been reviewed, approved, and you're ready to sit down at the closing table. Step 7, clear to close. Clear to close is the phrase you want to hear, because that means the lender has reviewed everything, your appraisal came back good, and you've been approved to move on to closing. At this point, you're going to receive a closing disclosure, which breaks down all the final numbers. Your closing disclosure shows you your loan terms, your monthly payments, and exactly how much to bring to the closing table. Review this carefully and ask questions if anything looks off. Step 8, closing day. Closing day. This is it. You're going to sit down at a title company or attorney's office, sign a stack of documents, and wire or write a cashier's check for the remaining down payment and closing costs. Make sure to bring your ID and your required documents and give yourself plenty of time. Once everything is signed and the funds are transferred, those keys are yours, and you are now officially a homeowner. And that's it. The full process from start to finish. 8 steps and a whole lot of patience, but it is worth it in the end. If you're in the Gainesville area and are thinking about buying your very first home, or have questions and don't know where to start, reach out to me directly. All my contact information is in the description below. If this video helped you out, don't forget to drop a like. It helps more first-time homebuyers find this video. And subscribe to see more videos just like this. I'll see you in the next one. That was good. 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 Peace.